What's going on, family? What's going on, family? What's going on, family? We keeping it going. We doing what we need to do. We keeping our focus on work. You know what I'm saying? And just trying to zone out things that's not, trying to contribute to your embetterment. That's not, you know what I'm saying? That's just constantly, repetitively, routinely, pattern form, continuously, perpetually put you in a loop. You know what I'm saying? Constant. It's to the point where they do it so much, it's not even natural no more. It's just pure artificial. You know what I'm saying? It's just you against you. You know what I mean? Finding ways to cope with irritation. Because the thing about it, family, this is the main weapon the program likes to use. And the main weapon that the program likes to use is praise. Yes, family, praise. You know what I mean? Praise. You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't like to be complimented? Who does not like to be recognized? Who does not like to be approved? You know what I'm saying? Everybody, ever since you was a kid, you watched movies where the star person in those movies, those cartoons, they were praised, they were recognized, they were approved. You get what I'm saying? They were complimented. So that people like praise. You know what I'm saying? People like praise. And that's the number one effective way that the program can get people to crash out the fastest psychologically by making things look natural, simply by depriving you from praise. So just imagine a person before the program, the Gang Stalking program. Just imagine people who are popular. I thank God that I wasn't popular. Even though when I was young, like everybody wanted to be popular. If you say you never wanted to be popular, you went to cap. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you just didn't like those people, but you wanted to be recognized. You wanted to be complimented. You wanted to be approved. Everybody wanted that. Stop playing with me. So the thing about it is, like, people, whoever before the program that was popular, whoever before the program, you know what I'm saying, was used to getting a lot of praise, them the people that don't make it. Them the people that compromise. This program is effective for those type of people, for people who want praise. You know what I'm saying? People who want to be recognized, people who want to be complimented on a basis, people who want to be approved. These are the people that the program will lead to their demise. Because when you're in this program, you have to realize, you have to know this. People will purposely, regardless how talented you are, regardless how funny you are, regardless how much of a people person, how loving you are, how talented you are, how athletic you are, you know what I'm saying? The program will specifically target you from depriving you of your praise, depriving you of things that you feel you deserve. You know what I'm saying? They'll have people with certain characteristics purposely to not give you recognition. They'll have people in a position to purposely not compliment you. They'll have people around to purposely make you feel like you're not approved. You know what I'm saying? So when certain people get stripped, especially people who are popular, who got clout, who hood stars, not saying like they real big hood stars, but everybody know you in the hood, everybody know you in the block, everybody got a sense of respect for you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know you from school, everybody got a sense of respect from you from school. You know what I'm saying? You got a good name out there and stuff like that. When your program goes over, it's going to be 10 times worse than a person who wasn't that popular. You know what I'm saying? Just an average person, you know what I mean? That didn't really care for the attention, like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but for a person that did care for the attention like that, like the clout and stuff like that, this program will definitely lead you to be desperate. Like people will get to a point where they'll do whatever and whoever just to get that approval, that compliment, that praise all over again. That's some people's high. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's like, you give people too much while they're young and stuff like that, then they hold a sense, it's normal, it's a routine to them to get praised. And then you put them in a program and strip it from them. Them be the people to crash out. But for a person like me, you know what I'm saying? I've received praise before, but it's not always been a constant basis. I wouldn't say that I've been a popular person. You know what I mean? I always kept a small circle. I never really tried to keep a lot of friends. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of associates. I had a lot of people I laughed with, a lot of passerbyers and stuff like that. But people I kept close, I always kept that to a minimum. You know what I'm saying? And I don't say I've ever done anything too extravagant. You know what I'm saying? I tried a lot of different things, but I never got like super far, super hood status with anything. You know what I'm saying? So to be like, oh, it's, with rapping and stuff like that. And you know what I mean? A lot of people used to give me praise off my raps. You know what I'm saying? They used to love my raps. Certain people I used to battle when I was young. Used to play around with the studio and stuff like that. But, certain people used to hate on me in the studio. So my stuff got, my music just started disappearing and things like that. So it happens, But the thing about it is I never was a person that I need praise. Like it's a supply. I got to have praise. You know what I'm saying? So it's been more easier for me to give praise to God. You know what I'm saying? It's been more easier. I've been a person that I like to encourage other people. I actually like to compliment other people. It didn't affect me. I liked it to show other people that people who normally wouldn't recognize them people. Before my program, I would show that I recognize them people. You know what I'm saying? Approval. I give approval until somebody do outlandish things to affect me. Then it's just like, oh, okay, I got to cut you off. But I always been that type of person that wasn't self-seeking for praise. I didn't mind giving praise to other people, God and other people, to encourage and give them the fuel to keep going. But this program, they want to strip you. They want to take away that fuel out of you. They want to strip that. They want to get that fuel out of you. You know what I'm saying? And have people constantly pattern routinely to deprive you of some type of praise. You know what I'm saying? In a natural world, a natural habitat, when you go to different places, people shouldn't act the way that they're acting, especially in this targeting. They look at you, they evaluate you, and they kind of give you a chance. Like, well, what are you about? These people already just prompted to have a certain type of nature. Everywhere you go, they're prompted to already have a certain type of nature. Make sure he doesn't get no type of praise. Make sure this guy doesn't really get no type of recognition. Make sure this guy doesn't really make him feel like he doesn't get any approval. You know what I'm saying? And most people, especially people who want to be popular, people who want to be famous, you know what I'm saying? This is the type of society that we live in. We live in a society where people will do anything for fame. People will do anything for clout. People will do anything for attention. You know what I'm saying? But you got to think about it. Once these people get these things on the hood level, that's nice. I ain't gonna lie. it is nice to get attention. Oh yeah, it feels good. You know what I'm saying? But the wrong attention, they ain't all that good. It feels good to be approved. Oh yeah, it feels good. It feels good to get complimented. Yes, it feels great. You know what I'm saying? It feels good. You know what I mean? When you're around people that you know what I mean, giving you credit for the things you've done and stuff like that. But it doesn't move me like I see how it moves other people. Like other people literally get high off that. You know, there's certain people, they'll do anything to get a celebrity status. They'll do anything to have fame, to be known, to be recognized. You know what I'm saying? These folks will do anything. You get what I mean? So it even get me to the point to question the industry too. Because you got a lot of people that's rappers now that actually came from the trenches. You know what I'm saying? And they grew up on certain codes and regulations and stuff that they ain't going for. You know what I mean? But the industry got them doing things that they wouldn't be doing. If they was in the hood, they wouldn't be doing that stuff. But you notice, like, okay, when these rappers or whatever, when they was in the hood in the trenches, they had a certain image. But then when they go in the industry, they just wear these weird clothings. And you know, the clothings is not what they really wear. It's just something that somebody wants to advertise. They paying them to wear these freaky clothings. They paying them to have, you know, tattoos in weird areas and, you know, get more short with the shorts. And, you know, it just seems more flamboyant to the rappers that seem straight. It's like the industry is getting them to be more flamboyant. You know what I'm saying? Even though they claim not to be flamboyant, they'll do anything for the fame. You get what I'm saying? So if they could do that to celebrities and superstars and stuff like that, you know, and it's not just with the rappers, it's with the NBA superstars. Like when they don't wear their jerseys, they be wearing all type of weird clothing. You know, it was time Russell Westbrook would wear weird clothing. LeBron James would wear weird clothing. You know, it's something that like normal dudes wouldn't wear. You know, probably flamboyant artists, urban, futuristic, you know what I'm saying? Just weird clothing. You know, so it just shows, you know, people will do anything to maintain their fame, to maintain their praise. So the thing about it, if you want to survive in this program, if you want to survive as a target, as a TI, you want to survive in this program, you got to know that you have to get the praise from within. And give praise to God. You know what I'm saying? You have to be strong enough. You have to have a mindset where now you ain't seeking praise. If it come your way, you know what I mean? Eat it up. But you can't be like everybody. Everybody, for them to thrive, certain people, they get on social media. Why? Because they trying to look for that high, that praise. They get on the internet to get that attention, that validation. They need it. They got to have it. Social media, they can get it instantly. You get what I'm saying? The internet, they can get it instantly. But since we've been in a program where we've been deprived from this type of stuff, guess what they gonna do? Guess what they gonna do? They're gonna try to prevent from all walks of life to make you feel like you're not approved, to make it feel like you know what I'm saying, you don't deserve compliments, to make it feel like you're not being recognized. So that's the new thing that they doing, family. So you have to rise above praise. That's why it's good to get connected with God so that you can start giving your praise to God and God will find a way to return the praise to you. And that's like going within. You get what I'm saying? Because if you can't be like how you used to be, because these folks is operating off an artificial narrative. They operating off the artificial. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you know you ain't gonna compromise, you ain't gonna get on your knees, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna stand on your 10 and do what you need to do, then you already know trying to seek praise, it ain't happen, Captain. And with that being said, family, peace.